Was a major shock, wasn't it, earlier this week regarding, of course, His Majesty the King, King Charles III. And we all wish him, everybody on this channel, the very best for a speedy return to full-time work. Must be difficult, as I say, for Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Camilla, because, you know, she does look very fraught. And obviously she was living with all of this information over the last couple of weeks. Whatever we believe, of course, the royals know far more than they share with us. It's all dribbled out in their own good time. Nothing wrong with that. But it's interesting to note with His Majesty the King, because as we saw only a week ago, he popped up at Sandringham to be seen on camera basically going to church. And this was a very effective PR move, because the day after we found out that very much devastating news, did we not? Again, what's also fascinating is this, because when you think about it, on the day that they released that news, it was in fact the very same day that sadly his mother, the Queen's father, passed away. Frightening to think how history and all that sort of thing is attached to one thing. But what we can tell you first here on the show is simply this, that King Charles simply does not want to become an invisible king. You see, what happened, as he pointed out to a good source many years ago, was simply this, that when a royal sadly did have an illness, or indeed was incapacitated for a particular length of time, they disappeared. And he said the public simply won't accept that in this current climate. You see, it's true. Look at the terrible situation with the Princess of Wales, Catherine. Everybody desperate, vying to know exactly what was so wrong with the princess. Why can't it be private? So His Majesty the King will be returning to in-view duties later in the coming week, and then of course returning back to Sandringham to recuperate. The reason why, according to a well-placed source, he's chosen Sandringham is naturally it's out of the way, it's a private home, and more importantly, he feels that he can totally relax in that environment alongside Queen Camilla. Now, a lot of people are speculating that this is the wrong thing. He should step out of the limelight, recuperate and return fully when he feels he's able to, and leave the rest to Prince William and other senior members of the monarchy. It's not the way that Charles wants to do things. This is King Charles's reign, and finally, after a very long wait, he is making the decisions. Now, I don't know about you, I think it's a brave thing for him to do, because whoever has an illness, and there's many of us that battle so many things throughout our lives out there in this chums and community of ours, and I know what you're probably thinking is, oh, I'd just sink down with a pot of tea and not come out till I felt well. But of course King Charles knows that it's all about visibility, and the bottom line is he does not want to become our invisible king. He's basically said it's his reign, it's his rules. Do you agree though? As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below, and please like and share, and if you can, send all your good wishes via our comment section. Neil Sean in the very heart of Kensington.